The wind tore across the ridge, slicing through layers of clothing, rattling equipment, and carrying with it the faint scent of earth and gunpowder. "She can't handle it," one soldier whispered, doubt heavy in his tone. Another shook his head, skeptical eyes following her as she adjusted the scope, checked her breathing, and settled into position. They didn't know her, didn't know the hours, the training, the silent determination etched into every movement. And yet, in that moment, all eyes were on her, the impossible shot, waiting at 3,400 meters. She thought she'd never prove herself. She was wrong. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're rewatching from. I love knowing who's listening. Lieutenant Maya Rodriguez had been underestimated her entire career. The sneers, the whispered doubts, the impossible expectations, they were constant companions. But she didn't fight for recognition. She fought for precision. She fought for the lives of those who trusted her aim, and for every mission that demanded excellence. Now, perched on the ridge, the sun rising behind her, she faced her greatest test yet. The valley below was cloaked in morning mist, enemy movement slow and deliberate. The distance wasn't just long, it was extreme. 3,400 meters. Wind, elevation, humidity, even the curvature of the earth itself, all factors she had to consider. Her pulse was steady, hands controlled, mind racing through calculations. Every breath was synchronized, every blink deliberate. The soldiers around her muttered again, "She can't." But she ignored them. Focus was her ally. She felt the weight of the rifle, its cold steel and perfect balance, a friend in her hands. Her target appeared a shadow, moving near a ridge, unaware of the fate aimed precisely at them. Maya's eyes narrowed, crosshairs settling on the figure. Calculations ran like a river in her mind. Wind speed, bullet drop, Coriolis effect, humidity, distance. Every detail mattered. Another soldier, closer to her, swallowed nervously. She's doing it." The words were a mixture of disbelief and hope. Maya exhaled slowly, adjusting for a slight wind change. She squeezed the trigger gently. Time seemed to stretch. The bullet soared across the valley, invisible, silent. The target faltered, struck exactly where she intended. A collective gasp echoed from the ridge. Soldiers froze, awe replacing doubt. Some whispered prayers, some shouted in relief. She hadn't just hit the target, she'd shattered every expectation. Maya lowered the rifle, heart still racing, eyes scanning the valley for further threats. The enemy scrambled, confusion spreading like wildfire. The impossible shot had not only eliminated a key threat, it had shifted the battle entirely. The soldiers around her moved cautiously, murmuring, nodding, some shaking their heads in disbelief. One voice finally broke through. I underestimated her." Others nodded in agreement, respect etched across their faces. She didn't need praise, yet in that moment, it was undeniable. She had earned it. The valley returned to a tense quiet, the mist curling around rocks and vehicles like a protective veil. Maya checked her equipment, ensuring the rifle was ready, mind already running through the next calculation. She had faced doubt, distance, and danger, and she had prevailed. Every soldier in that unit learned a lesson that day. Strength is not defined by size, presence, or reputation. It is measured in skill, patience, and courage when no one believes in you. Maya had taken the impossible shot and made it real, and in doing so, she had saved lives. As she lowered herself from the ridge, the sun breaking fully across the valley, she felt a calm settle over her. The whispers of the soldiers, the wide-eyed respect, the subtle nods of commanders it all affirmed one truth. Courage isn't always loud, but it is always precise. 'Cause courage doesn't vanish, it waits, and it finds its way back, even when the odds seem impossible. Maya glanced across the valley, mist slowly lifting, target neutralized, and soldier safe. Her hands relaxed on the rifle, and for the first time that morning, she allowed herself a small, knowing smile. Doubt had been met with action. Fear had been answered with precision, and the impossible had been accomplished. If this story inspired you, comment where you're watching from and what it made you feel. Subscribe to Whispered Words for more mission stories where silent heroes take the impossible shot and prove that courage is measured not by expectations, but by action.